to my channel. My name is Laura, and today I have like a top 10 or a top 12 most read authors that I have read since I started my YouTube channel. So I went on to my Goodreads and I read 464 books since I started my YouTube channel. And I wanted to know who was the most read authors that I have. So I'm going to count down from 4 books all the way to 8 books. So here we go. The first author that I have read the 4 books of is Anne Brasher, and I have read The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, The Second Summer, Girls in Pants, and Forever Blue. I read that last summer. The next author that I have read 4 books of is Rainbow Rowell. I have read Attachments, Fangirl, Landline, and Eleanor and Park. I have everything written down because I can't remember stuff. The next author that I have read 4 books of is Lauren Oliver. I've read Vanishing Girls, Replica, Before I Fall, and Panic. And I really enjoyed her books. Back to Rainbow Rowell, I had a hit or miss with her books. Some were 5 stars, some were 2 stars. Lauren Oliver were mostly 3 and 5, 4 to 5 stars. Okay, the next author that I read 4 books of is Patrick Ness. I've read Monster Calls, which was a 5-star. Knife of Never Letting Go, which was a 4-star. Ask and the Answer, 3 stars. And Monsters of Men, which was a 3-star. The next author that I read 4 books of is Leon Mority. I read What Alice Forgot. It's my favorite book. 5 stars. Husband's Secret. I think I gave it 4 stars. The Hypnotist Love Story. I don't remember what I gave it. Probably 4 stars. And The Big Little Lies, which was 4 stars. The next 4 books that I read from an author was Tahereh Mafi. I read 2 of her books and 2 of her novellas. I read Shatter Me and I read Unravel Me. I read Fracture Me and Destroy Me. So that's 4 books. And I really need to finish her series. And I heard there's another book coming out. The next book, author that I have read 4 books of, let me just check my chart here, is, where is she? Here and here. Jenny Han. Jenny Han, I read 4 books. I read Burn for Burn, P.S. I Still Love You, Summer I Turned Pretty, and To All the Boys I've Loved Before. So I like to read more. I do own more of her books, and I hope to read more of her. Okay, so that is it for my 4 books that I've read. On to my 5 books. 5 books, I have 3 authors that I read 5 books of. And the first author is, let me find it, J.K. Rowling. Yes. I read Sorcerer's Stone, Chambers of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, Goblet of Fire, and Order of the Phoenix. I still need to read the 3 books, which I do own. I had to read 6 and 7. Yeah, but I did read all those books since I started my YouTube channel. Okay, so the next author that I read 5 books of is Marissa Meyer. I read Cinder, 3 stars. I read Scarlet, 4 stars. I read Crest, 3 stars. I read Winter, 3 stars. I read Ferris, 4 stars. So her books were going up and down for me, and I listened to those all on audio. The next author that I read 5 books of is, let me just find it, Kara Cass. I read 3 of her books and 2 of her novellas. So I read The Selection, I read Elite, and I read One, and I read Prince, and I read Queen. And I enjoyed the whole series that I read from her. Okay. Moving on to my 11th author, and that 11th author would have to be a graphic novel author. And the graphic novel author that I have read 6 books of is John Layman. He wrote the Chew series, and I read Taster's Choice, International Flavor, Just Desserts, Flambe, Major League, and Space Cakes. So I still own some of his other books that I haven't got to yet, but I read 6 of his series. Coming in at my most favorite author, have you guessed yet who it is? Oh man, I talk about her all the time. She is the only author that I have read that puts a plot twist in there that I never see coming. She does write explicit sex scenes, so if you don't like sex scenes or you don't like inappropriate things, I don't suggest reading her. But she is my favorite author because I've read 8 books by her, and she is Colleen Hoover. I like to meet her. I tried 2 times at BookCon and I have not met her yet. But I read 8 books, and the books that I read by her are Ugly Love, November 9, Never Never, Maybe Someday, Slammed, It Ends With Us, Hopeless, and Confess. I've read all those 8 books in the 4 years that I've been doing YouTube. So here we go. So she is my favorite top author. I was very surprised at some of these, and I was writing all these things down. I've read a lot of books by other authors that I read 2 or 3 books, but they didn't make this list. I wrote everything down. I have like 5 or 6 pages here. I was going through my Goodreads and sorted by author, and then I went down and to see what I read, and it was like very surprising. I was surprised to see Lauren Oliver on there. I was surprised to see Patrick Ness on there. And yeah, so those are all the most authors that I have read. Thank you for watching. This has been a long time editing this thing. Very frustrating. I lost some of my video. I lost some of my images. My computer kept crashing. Yeah. I finally got it to edit it. I hope it goes up correctly. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye.